The semiconductor supremacy. Is TSMC ready for the unprecedented world? Hello, and welcome to another episode of China Record. In the heart of the global technological landscape, a titan stands tall, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC. Once a geographically concentrated giant, TSMC is now on the brink of becoming one of the most globally diversified chipmakers. However, this transformation is not without its challenges. As the world watches the escalating rivalry between the US and China, TSMC finds itself in the eye of the storm, courted by both superpowers to expand its operations internationally. In this episode, we will delve into TSMC's journey as it navigates this unprecedented world, balancing its role as a national treasure in Taiwan and a coveted asset in the global tech industry. TSMC outlooks. Over the past 3 months, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing's TSMC stock has seen a nearly 10% decline. This is largely due to concerns over the company's slowing growth, with revenue falling year-over-year for 2 consecutive quarters. The company is also preparing for another drop in the third quarter and a 10% revenue decline in USD terms for the full year. Despite these challenges, TSMC continues to produce the world's smallest and densest chips. However, its growth has been hampered as consumers have reduced their purchases of PCs and smartphones following the end of the COVID-19 public health emergency. This has also affected the market's demand for other types of chips. Alright, let's take a trip down memory lane. Back in 1987, a company called Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC for short, was born. This wasn't just any company, though. TSMC was the world's first dedicated semiconductor foundry. That's right, they were the pioneers. The man behind this groundbreaking venture was Morris Chang. He led TSMC for a whopping 31 years before retiring in 2018. After his departure, Mark Liu took over as chairman. TSMC started off as a joint venture between the Taiwan government, Dutch multinational electronics giant Philips, and other private investors. Today, it's a multinational powerhouse with its headquarters and main operations in Hsinchu, Taiwan. Over the years, TSMC has grown into a major player in the tech industry. In 2022 alone, they served 532 customers and manufactured a staggering 12,698 products. Their chips are used in everything from high-performance computing and smartphones to IT devices and digital consumer electronics. So there you have it. That's the story of TSMC in a nutshell. From its humble beginnings to becoming a global tech titan, TSMC has truly made its mark on the world. Recently, Morris Chang, the founder of TSMC, gave a heads up that the company should brace itself for some stiff competition. He reckons that the global chip-making scene isn't about free trade anymore, but more about national security. And guess what? He thinks their rivals might use this to their advantage to try and outdo them. He even name-dropped Intel, the big American chip maker. They're trying to get a piece of the contract chip manufacturing pie, which is pretty much TSMC's turf. And it seems like they've got some heavyweight support too. US President Joe Biden has invited Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger not once but twice to his State of the Union address. That's a pretty big deal. And it's not just talk. Both Intel and TSMC are putting their money where their mouth is. They've announced huge investment plans to build state-of-the-art chip-making plants in the US. So yeah, things are heating up in the chip-making world. Opportunity ahead. In October, Taiwan's Ministry of Finance reported a 3.4% increase in overall exports, amounting to $38.8 billion. Notably, exports of information, communication, and audio-video products surged by 59.8% to $8.3 billion. The semiconductor sector, which contributes to about 15% of Taiwan's GDP, likely propelled most of this growth. As Taiwan's largest semiconductor company, TSMC is believed to be the driving force behind these numbers, continuing to produce a significant volume of chips for top overseas customers like Apple and Nvidia. The ongoing tech war between the US and China has created unpredictable challenges for Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC. In 2020, the US prohibited TSMC from manufacturing chips for Huawei and blocked it from exporting advanced chip-making technologies to China. However, TSMC, along with Samsung and SK hynix, received one-year waivers from these new export restrictions. Recently, the Biden administration indefinitely extended these waivers for Samsung and SK hynix, suggesting that TSMC may receive a similar extension. The U.S. has previously stated that TSMC can maintain its current operations in China as long as it doesn't significantly upgrade those plants, which shouldn't be an issue since it's only been producing older chips at its two Chinese fabs in Shanghai and Nanjing. In the high-stakes game of global geopolitics, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co, TSMC, is a key player. As the world's largest semiconductor foundry, TSMC finds itself at the intersection of technology and politics, navigating an unpredictable landscape fraught with challenges. This narrative essay explores how TSMC is shaping its future amidst these geopolitical uncertainties. TSMC's journey begins in Taiwan, a small island nation that has become a global powerhouse in the semiconductor industry. Founded in 1987, TSMC revolutionized the tech industry by pioneering the foundry model, where it manufactures chips for fabless semiconductor companies. Over the years, TSMC has grown into a behemoth, serving hundreds of customers and manufacturing thousands of products. However, the company's success has not come without challenges. The escalating tech war between the US and China has put TSMC in a precarious position. As both superpowers vie for technological supremacy, TSMC is caught in the crossfire. The US, wary of China's growing influence in the tech sector, has imposed restrictions on chip exports to China. This has put pressure on TSMC, which counts Chinese tech companies among its customers. Despite these challenges, TSMC has shown remarkable resilience and adaptability. The company is making strategic moves to secure its future. One such move is its massive investment in technology. TSMC plans to increase its capital expenditure from $17.2 billion in 2020 to roughly $30 billion this year. This investment will go towards advancing its chip-making technology and increasing production capacity. Another key strategy is TSMC's global expansion. The company is setting up manufacturing plants outside Taiwan to diversify its operations and mitigate risks. For instance, TSMC is investing $12 billion to build a chip factory in Arizona, USA. This move not only brings TSMC closer to its key customers like Apple and Nvidia, but also aligns with the US government's goal to bolster domestic chip production. In conclusion, TSMC's ability to navigate geopolitical challenges lies in its strategic investments and global expansion. While the road ahead is fraught with uncertainties, TSMC's proactive strategies position it well to shape its future in this unpredictable world. Thank you for watching my video on China Record. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. Your support means a lot to me and encourages me to bring more new episodes. If you liked the video, please don't forget to leave a comment and share it with others. Stay tuned for more exciting content.